We're doing another tier list. I know, it's just what you wanted. You guys know how tier list works. This is the top tier. I'm not gonna bother naming them. This is the tier that, like, I would recommend you play this game. This game was a good game. This is my, like, it was an awesome experience. This is my, I didn't hate it. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. Or, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. C is kind of like, and D is do not play this game. Just don't. Just walk away from the game, okay? So at the beginning of 2022, I had the smart idea of playing a cult classic, and when I say cult, I mean cult. I'm just kidding. But no, it wasn't a fun. It was a game that had interesting fan servicey moments, but if you are not a Final Fantasy fan, I definitely would not play this game. This is for fans. Also, if you like to torment yourself, you could probably go ahead and pick this game up. The combat was very actually no, it had that whole dress mechanic thing. It was a little weird, but also kind of cool that, like, your abilities were linked to the dress sphere, and, like, you could change your clothes and you would have different abilities. Like, that aspect of it was really cool, but leveling up in the game took ages. Like, I hated it. It was awful for me. I did not have fun playing this game. I only had fun watching the cutscenes and, like, having the characters interact. And I also liked being in the world again, but other than that, I would say this is definitely going in C tier. If I was not a Final Fantasy fan, I would not like this game. So that's that. I've played this game before, so I don't know. I just kind of got to the end of it, or I'm at Aqua's route, and I got to that part, and I was like, do I really want to go? You know, it's the start of the year. Do we really want to go depresso espresso at the beginning of the year? I mean, you know, that's your thing, but that was not my thing at the beginning of the year. And you will notice that that was a theme of the year. The theme of the year was, we don't want to be depresso espresso. Anyways, but this is gonna go in A tier. I don't think I've ever fully beaten the game. I haven't done I've beaten each route, but I've never done the full, like, ending scene battle thing. But I did really enjoy that game. Aqua's my favorite character. I did a little cosplay of her if you want to check out my Instagram. It's in the description. I'm just saying, it's a really good cosplay. The next one is Elden Ring, and I really liked Elden Ring. However, it was my first, like, Souls-esque game. Probably one of the most difficult games that I've ever challenged myself to play, and I really enjoyed my experience. But it's one of those games where, like, you get lost in the game for hours. I mean, there's a reason it won Game of the Year. Did it win Game of the Year? It won Game of the Year. Wait. Yeah. It won Game of the Year. Okay. I'm gonna put it into probably B tier. Maybe A tier. Maybe B tier. Maybe A tier. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Yeah, we're putting it in A tier because it was a pretty awesome game. But I would only recommend it if you like your games hard. Actually, that we played was a game that I was really looking forward to, but ended up kind of missing the mark for me. I went into it thinking it was going to be more of a serious game, and I've been told that I just need to, like, look into the lore because I've never played the this game is based around characters from, like, the original Final Fantasy, something that I have personally never played before. So I'm assuming that if you're more of a hardcore Final Fantasy fan, that this game, like, hit something more in you than it did in me. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in B, because I didn't like absolutely hate it, and I didn't absolutely love it. Yeah. The next thing we played was actually a DLC. I played Future Connected for Xenoblade. This is something that I'd been meaning to play for a while, and the third one was coming out very fastly approaching. So we decided to play the DLC. I'm gonna put it in S tier. I really, really liked the DLC. It made me appreciate Melia, one of the main characters, so much more. And you just kind of realize how, like, she really gets the shit in, man. And yeah, I don't want to go into too many like spoiler territories, because that's one of my like absolute favorite series. And Melia is definitely probably either she's tied or is my second favorite character next to Mia. It's a nice little filler, a nice little, you know how you go to get a snack and you're like, just one cookie. It was just like that one cookie. It was a really good cookie. I had been putting off playing Genshin Impact for so long because I knew I was gonna get addicted. I knew that it was going to drain my wallet, and I knew that I was gonna fall in love with all the waifus and the husbandos, and man, did I fall in love. I think it was like 30 minutes into the game and I was like, oh, Lisa, okay. But I can't believe that it hasn't even been a year since I've played Genshin Impact. I am going to put Genshin in A tier because while I do absolutely love the game, I can't say that it would be like my top tier. Like, oh my god, you need to play this game. I don't want to go into it, okay? If you have self-control, I would recommend this game. Or if you're rich. That's what it boils down to. But it is fun, and I really like the story. The story is really, really good. I do recommend it, but I'm not gonna put it on S tier. This is another one that I haven't gotten back to. I loved this game. I love Xenoblade Chronicles as a whole franchise. There's something really different about X though. It's very open world. It's very much like you kind of have a control of like what you do in the story. Like there's so many side quests and world building. It's really a beautiful world to get lost in. I get a little too lost. But I did stop playing it here on the channel because every time I would boot up my Wii U, it sounded like it was going to take off or catch fire. I would like to stream it more. If you guys are interested in that, do let me know. I am gonna put it in S tier. If you can get this game, if you have a Wii U, I recommend this game. I genuinely hope that they port it to Switch. Just port it to Switch. Nintendo! What are you doing? You would make money! Especially after the success of Xenoblade 3. What is wrong with you? Okay, anyways, we detoured. This game ruined my life. This game broke my heart. And then put it back together. And then broke it again. When I tell you, I feel unhinged whenever I go to talk about my feelings of this game. I really do. So this is a game that I want to put in S tier, but also want to put in A tier because do I want to recommend the amount of emotional damage that comes with this game? Yes, I do play this game. Emblem 3 Houses. This is a game that I've been meaning to play, honestly, since it came out. It reminds me of like Hogwarts meets Game of Thrones meets teenage drama, and we ended up playing the Black Eagles route, and I fell in love with the character that apparently everyone hates. So there's that. I am gonna put this game in A tier because I absolutely loved it. The next game on the list is actually God of War Ragnarok, and it's another game that we unfortunately did not beat this year. It's kind of on the back burner. yeah, it was a good game. It's really beautiful. The story so far that I had played was really good, and the music here. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in A tier since I haven't beaten it, but I did absolutely love what I played. So the next one, I actually did not play on my channel. My gremlin little demon that lives inside of me decided that she wanted to take over the channel for like a good solid freaking month, and she played Pokemon Scarlet. She had a blast, so I told her that I would include this. So I think I have to add a row, and this can just be her row. This can just be Heifer's row, all for herself. Wait a second. I'm gonna stop this bitch right here, right now. This is my time to shine, okay? I'm the one who played this game. I played it while she took a break. While she did nothing, I held this channel together. Okay? So you're gonna listen to my opinion of Pokemon Scarlet. Pokemon Scarlet was the shit. It's the best video game I've ever played. Is it the only video game I've ever been allowed to play? Yeah, but it was still good. It was very good. A little buggy, but I had fun. Best time of my life. Thank you. Okay, that's everything. That's it for now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay, you can go back to talking now. Heifer's definitely had a good time. She enjoyed her little chance to shine, and she wants to come back out very soon. Really, a game that was super special to me. Why did I say it like that? It was really special to me though. It was one of the first games that I played on my channel, and it inspired me to actually stream. Yeah, this was the game that I got a lot of comments that people kept saying, oh, instead of doing Let's Plays, you should stream. It would be really fun if you did that. And I was like, wow, maybe I could do that. And if you didn't know, I actually started YouTube in general because I'm shy. So streaming was just kind of the next step for me to like come out of my shell. And Crisis Core helped with that, and it turned into one of my all-time favorite games. So to replay it all pretty in HD and to be able to stream it live with some of the people that have been with me since the start of my like YouTube streamer journey, it was really nice and mushy. So I'm gonna put it in S tier, and I'm gonna put it at the front, even though I'm not putting these in order, but it was just really special and it deserved to be in the front. Okay, I'm done being mushy. So these next games are all games that I played off stream, or maybe I did like a one-off stream of them. So the first one is Pokemon Unite, and this is a game that I absolutely love to play. I love to play with my friends. I think it's a really fun time. It's a... what are those called? It's like a League of Legends ripoff, but simpler and doesn't take a half hour of your time. Wait, League games last longer than that, don't they? They last like 2 hours or something like that? No, I'm being over dramatic. I don't know. Correct me in the comments, I guess. But Pokemon Unite is really, really fun. Plus, you get to be cute little Pokemon. They're really cute. I like them. The next one is Dreamlight Valley. The people who know me are gonna be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna put it in, I liked it. I like it, but I don't hate it. Kind of a situation. I play this game every night before I go to bed, and I still somehow don't absolutely love it. It's just, it has a lot of problems. It's still in beta. It's something that I picked up when I had COVID, and just, it's been kind of like I play this right before I go to sleep, kind of to like wind down. It's just like a farming simulator meets decorator meets you do quest for Disney characters. Dreamlight Valley just kind of feels like a warm hug at the end of the day. That's the best way I can describe it. It's a lot of fun. If that's your jam, I recommend it when it comes out. Do not buy. Don't waste your money. Wait till it's free. This next one is kind of funny. It's Fortnite. I love Fortnite. Fortnite's going in S tier. And anybody who tries to tell me that Fortnite is a bad game can leave, because it is so much fun. I have never had so much fun. I should preface this by saying you should play with your friends. Like, if you have a really good group of friends, I definitely recommend getting them all into Fortnite, because it can just be some of the most stupidest fun, and it's definitely some of the funnest moments that I've had with my friends this past year. Just being like, just the fact that you can roam around as like anime characters or superheroes or random characters that they've made is just, it's a lot of fun. I have enjoyed it a large amount. I'm gonna put it in B tier because I didn't absolutely love it, but I didn't hate it. It was new concepts. The world to me felt empty though. I definitely felt like it was lacking that Pokemon charm. This felt like an empty, I know it was supposed to be like that time period where there wasn't very much to the world yet, but I didn't like it. I did like the catching mechanics and the battle mechanics. Those were really fun, but everything outside of that particularly, I did not like. Next game that I played / am currently playing is Harvestella. And I would say that is a game that I absolutely love. I love the job system in the game, and I also just love that you could be really chill in that game and like just farm, or you can farm and cook, or you can go out into the world and there's like a quest and a storyline. I actually played a very modded version of Stardew Valley. My husband is really, really amazing at kind of figuring out games for our group of friends to play together. So he created a server where it was like, he got it to where more than, I think the normal online co-op is like 4 people, but there were like 6 of us at a time, and it was really fun because a lot of our friends live far away. It was really fun to like at the end of the day go on and be with them like in our little virtual town. It was so much fun. I would say if you got Stardew, definitely mod it, but it was really, really fun. I'm gonna put that in absolutely loved because I did. I'm gonna put it in this game. When I tell you that I wish I did not spend my money on this game, that is something that I rarely say. But when a game, like, the combat just wasn't explained well, for one, and then second, the story was so lackluster and boring that I just couldn't get into it. Like, I couldn't force myself to sit through a game where the story was boring to me and the combat was also like confusing, you know? Actually, V Rising, this is another one that my husband got me to play with our friends. We have a tiny little server going. I haven't played it in a hot minute. I'm gonna put it in B tier because it's something that I don't necessarily dislike it, but I'm not like super in love with it yet. Barely have our castle up and going. I'm a baby vampire. I'm just learning the ropes, but it's fun. It's fun to play with friends.